Hello and welcome to Monday's Reflection. This week we're going to be thinking about Jesus as he meets with the disciples by the Lake of Galilee. Let us begin our time together today in prayer.
O God of the still, small voice, quiet our inner spirit.
Help us to focus upon you and you alone, to hear your voice within.
There are so many other voices demanding our attention, but we cannot attend to them without you.
Be still and know that I am God.
John chapter 21, verses 1 to 12. Afterward, Jesus appeared again to his disciples by the Sea of Galilee. It happened this way. Simon Peter, Thomas, also known as Didymus, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two other disciples were together. "I'm going out to fish," Simon Peter told them, and they said, "We'll go with you." So they went out, got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. He called out to them, "Friends, haven't you any fish?" "No," they answered. He said, "Throw your net onto the right side of the boat and you'll find some." When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Then the disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, "It is the Lord." As soon as Simon Peter heard him say, "It is the Lord," he wrapped his outer garment around him, for he had taken it off, and jumped into the water. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, for they were not far from the shore, about 100 yards. When they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals there with fish on it and some bread. Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish you have just caught." So Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153, but even with so many the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come and have breakfast."
Quite a lot has happened for the disciples over the last few months. First they met Jesus and were called to follow. Then they spent the next 3 years travelling the country, learning from him, being a friend to him. They saw miracles happen, heard messages of hope, became a purposeful community. Then the unspeakable happened, and all their hopes were shattered as Jesus was arrested and killed. But then, amidst their fear and confusion, Jesus appears again. Death has not had the final word, and he brings them his peace, breathing on them his spirit, sending them out. And now we find these men together once more by the Lake of Galilee, where for so many of them it all began. But what are they to do now? Life has changed in so many ways. They have changed. What does it all mean? What are they to do? Perhaps we too find ourselves in a time of transition. We have experienced much this past year. Highs and lows, challenges, and sometimes surprising blessings. Take a moment now to consider for yourself what this time has been like for you. What have been some of the highs for you? What moments are you grateful for? And have there been any surprises along the way? And what have been some of the harder things, the challenges? Don't feel you need to dwell on these, but simply notice them and give them recognition. And what has changed for you over this year? And how have you changed? And in what ways have you been aware of God through this time? And have you learnt anything new about God? And gathering up all these thoughts, bring them to Jesus and speak to Jesus as a friend about your experiences. Then give space for Jesus to speak to you and be with you now.
Thank you for joining us for today's reflection. Let us close now in prayer together. God of love, you are with us in every transition and change.
As we enter into new eras with excitement and even some anxiety, we recall your deep compassion, presence, and abounding love.
We thank you for the gifts, talents, and skills with which you have blessed us.
We thank you for the experiences that have brought us to this moment.
We thank you for the work of others that gives breadth and depth to our own work.
Be with us as we move forward, rejoicing with you and supporting one another. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.